First things first, congratulations to the 2025 Philadelphia Eagles. You guys did it in about going on 7 years with two completely different Eagle regimes. The first one obviously being led by Nick Foles, a backup quarterback who makes it to the Super Bowl and dethrones Tom Brady, and you guys go on to end the original three-peat, only to fast forward it 7 years later with now a new quarterback at Jalen Hurts under a new scheme. Boy, did that defense. You guys deserve all the credit in the world. Winning a championship isn't easy. Making it to the Super Bowl isn't easy. You know, losing to Mahomes just a couple of years ago and making it back 2 years later, and let's keep it a bean, that wasn't a Super Bowl. The Eagles came in and completely removed the aura of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, the team that I deemed, Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback that I deemed to be the final boss, especially when you match him up with Andy Reid, now has a second Super Bowl blowout loss in his resume. I think it completely evaporates old GOAT conversations. Not to mention, the GOAT conversation should have never been there in the first place. After losing to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, not even having half the rings as he has. Just because you're trying to go for a three-peat, we're gonna call you the GOAT. But the loss was essentially so bad that now we're introducing Joe Montana back, because Joe Montana never lost a Super Bowl. Joe Montana has 4 rings with no turnovers in the Super Bowl. And when we watch this performance, which I'm about to react to in a little bit, Patrick Mahomes looked rattled, ill-prepared. He was a toe dancer. You know how sometimes when a quarterback gets skinned in the pocket, they start seeing ghosts? Philadelphia created enough pressure to have Patrick Mahomes, a dude who's won back-to-back rings, a guy that we thought was battle-tested, in the same space in which we could say, like, yo, there's not a coverage he hasn't seen. There's nothing that he can't come back from. Well, 24-0 at halftime is something we never thought we'd see in the Super Bowl, let alone with this quarterback that we were trying to announce to be the brand new GOAT of the league. And let me tell you something. Outside of the Philadelphia faithfuls and the Eagles organization and those players, there was one man that was extremely happy about the outcome of last night, and that man was calling the game in Tom Brady. I don't care what anybody says. There was a point in time where you couldn't hear Brady say a beep. This was a debacle. This loss wasn't just Philly dominating, because they did. They absolutely dominated this game, but they removed the aura, this unbeaten streak that Patrick Mahomes had seemed to develop over the years of winning back-to-back championships. The aura that he created. It was one of the worst losses of his careers, which brings 2 Super Bowl losses in which he's gotten blown out. Now, in history, how will that age? He needs to come back and he needs to win another one. But enough with that. We're not going to code for Patrick Mahomes. Dominant. That's the only thing I could think of when I think of the Philadelphia Eagles. Adding Saquon Barkley. I still need a photo of the Giants front office. I know these guys are still punching the air, letting Saquon walk, but it wasn't even Saquon. It wasn't. Early on in the game, you could see that the Kansas City Chiefs made it a game plan, made it a mission to make sure Barkley doesn't go loose. And I think Barkley averaged about 2 yards per carry. Barkley, honestly, this was probably his easiest game of the season. Granted, he didn't eat like that, but he didn't really have to do much. And the Eagles won convincingly. And we got to give credit where it's due. The Eagles didn't win this Super Bowl because of Saquon. They won it because of Jalen Hurts. That defense put a whooping on Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about the aura's gone. The aura's gone, because now we've seen in 2 Super Bowls in which, if you don't have to blitz Mahomes and you can make him dance and you could get to him, he's breakable. He's breakable. He's not Tom Brady. I don't know why so many people tried to anoint him to be the GOAT because of the run that he was on. All much impressive, but 24-zip at halftime, 1 first down heading into half. Kendrick Lamar was on the field longer than Patrick Mahomes was.
Bruh.
You throw in two interceptions, a pick 6. I'm talking about anything that could go wrong. Patrick Mahomes had every type of turnover you could have. Fumble recovery, pick 6, not to mention back-to-back picks where you're turning over the ball in your own end zone, basically in your own field of play where you're just automatically giving points. You can't play like that. That was one of the worst performances we've seen. This was Seattle and Denver. This was Seattle, Legion of Boom, Peyton Manning in New York City, where I think the Seahawks nearly put up a 40-piece, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the score in front of me, but this was a debacle. This was a mismatch. This was one team's dominance. I'm talking about dominated. Chiefs did not belong on the same field with the Eagles. And we saw it. Like, listen, early season predictions, I had the Eagles making it to the Super Bowl, but as the season continued, I eventually started seeing what Detroit was doing, and I was becoming a believer in Dan Campbell and that regime. Although I didn't think that Jared Goff would take them over the lead, because I'm just not a believer in Jared Goff. I've seen enough of him to say that he's a modern day Kirk Cousin. You know what I mean? He's in a good situation and he's going to ball out, but winning a championship, there's one thing you got to account for, and that's the X factor. Are you made of stone? Do you have the wherewithal, or do you have the grit? Do you have the mental composure to deal with having to come back? Do you have the ability to not let a turnover hang over your head? Do you have the ability to be poised no matter what the situation is? And Jalen Hurts displayed all that. Jalen didn't necessarily have to be great. He just didn't have to mess it up. One turnover, we could forgive that. But when you look at the game overall, Chiefs defense, they did what they could do until the Eagles broke them. And we're going to get into the highlights. I just wanted to start off this video congratulating the Philadelphia Eagles on a dominant performance. This was embarrassing. This is one that, you arguably don't even want to watch again. You know what I mean? Unless you're an Eagle fan, you probably don't want to watch the Super Bowl again. You want to delete this from the membrane because this was completely one-sided, and it came at the expense of your modern-day GOAT. Now, granted, I called him the final boss. I never thought he was in the same breath with Tom Brady, but we're starting to see, and we're gonna see, a lot of narratives start to change a little bit. Let's hold our horses all of a sudden. Okay, let's hold our horses. But we're gonna get into the reactions, and once again, I gotta keep it a beam because I didn't have you guys necessarily winning the chip. I'm not gonna act like I saw Eagles winning a championship. I did see Eagles going to the Super Bowl, but in the way that you guys display defense without even blitzing, it was hell for Patrick Mahomes off the coin toss. So we're gonna get into these highlights, and we're gonna check out Super Bowl 59.
Hurts has some time. Zips it to Barkley, who is taken down.
I'm telling y'all, game plan was Barkley, though.
Nick Bolton.
Game plan was definitely Barkley.
Not a bad idea by Kellen Moore in this Eagles offense.
Third down, no blitz here, but Hurts has some pressure. Steps away.
Hurts
looking
loose.
to run. Hurts
got behind him.
towards the mark, not gonna get
I thought this play was ballsy. I'm like, yo, 4th and 2,
make that stop.
And Hurts goes deep.
Hurts from the gun.
But one-on-one with AJ.
The pass going deep. Far sideline. Caught! AJ
Phantom call.
There's a penalty too.
Phantom call.
The big play over McT.
I know what y'all would think. I was thinking the same exact thing. I'm like, yo, offensive PI? Oh, this is Mafia. This is Mafia early starting off in the game. At this moment, I thought the referees were just going to get in the way of this game in favor of the Chiefs because a lot of people didn't think this was offensive PI.
And let's see if it holds.
Pass interference. Offense.
Whoa. He cooked them.
Just getting off the press on McDuffie.
What press?
Oh, don't like that one bit.
Tic-tac.
This is too critical of a game. The hand fighting is going on down the field. What do you think, Mike?
And certainly I agree when you look at there's hand.
There was contact, but...
Quick throw over the middle, and it has a completion right away. Juju Smith-Schuster had a couple huge
the
catches
TikToker
in the AFC Championship game. Delivers with 11 right off the bat. 3rd and 9. 4-man rush. Mahomes.
Oh, man, bro. Oh, my goodness. Mahomes dancing in the pocket.
Way back there. Throws as he gets
this
hit.
was all night.
There. It is nearly intercepted, and it's incomplete.
Put the video down a little bit so you guys can hear me. This play was essentially all night for Patrick Mahomes.
Rush. Mahomes.
Dancing.
Pressure, steps away.
Spinning. Trying to buy time. And every single time he dropped back in coverage, 7 guys are back there. That was a ballsy throw in the first place by Mahomes.
To realize even if the play is the other direction, they're in it. Pursuit of the ball. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a lot of time. Over the middle, he goes
wide open.
Dallas Goedert, he's got a connection and a first
got
down
it
into Chiefs territory.
He's been a great impactful player for them down the stretch.
3rd and 5. Late pressure. Picked up. Hurts slings it high. Goddard took a shot, and there's a penalty.
This call I also felt was a soft call as well. I didn't think this was worth throwing a flag on. There was no real look.
I don't like that one either.
The referees were on a mission.
It's picked up. Hurts going deep. Has a man.
Oh, this play. I missed this play. Damn.
He's in. Touchdown.
Dotson?
Make that little hesitation stutter move, and Hurts finds Jahan Dotson down the field. He comes up a little short.
Oh, yard short. Tush push territory.
Good job with the quick replay.
This was honestly the only play of the Super Bowl that I actually didn't see.
Unsung heroes and right into the...
Hurts on the sneak. Pile drives his way in. Touchdown.
Most unstoppable play in all of football.
3rd and 3.
Mahomes gets the ball.
Mahomes pressured.
3rd and 3 just dancing. Oh my goodness. I'm talking like the front four by Philadelphia. Oh my gosh. You can't give them enough praise, bro. You cannot. Without blitzing, Eagles did not blitz one time during the Super Bowl. And able to generate that level of pressure with just 4. And then you have 5 blockers plus a running back chipping in is crazy work.
10th time's a charm.
Crazy work.
Here's Hurts looking to throw. Devontae Smith makes a catch and backpedals his way for what should be a first down. Great effort from Devontae Smith, who broke through Nick Bolton's tackle.
The ball very accurately tonight. 5 of 6 with 1 drop. Couldn't start any better for Hurts.
Got time. Near side, Dotson makes his second catch, sprinting for a first down for him. He had 1 catch all
Jahan, a former commander.
It was a touchdown against Green Bay, and he's got a couple big ones.
This may be one way to, again, use the pass to soften up some of this run defense.
Design run, Hurts. It's a great block from Barkley, and then surges his way down to the 45, picks up 9.5.
Eagles playing the entire offense within their own scheme.
Chiefs come with a blitz. Hurts sees it. Back foot
Goes
throw
up.
for A.J. Brown.
This was the first bad read. Picked.
Cook. Brian Cook read it. It was underthrown, and he's got the turnover.
Great blitz up the middle to get to Hurts, too.
Chiefs come with a blitz. Hurts sees it. Back foot throw going for A.J. Brown.
Too short.
Intercepted by Cook. Brian Cook read it. It was underthrown, and he's got the turnover.
Complete passes or run for the first down when you're in these
But again,
situations.
even with these stops,
3rd
Eagles
and 3.
defense would not let up. Mahomes, that's on Mahomes. This one, he missed this.
To Kelsey again, who doesn't have a catch yet, and the Chiefs will have to punt it away.
When do Mahomes misses these kind of throws, bro?
They rush 4. Hurts going for A.J. Brown. Back shoulder. Oh, a beauty from A.J. Brown. Hurts going to keep it himself. Being chased outside, and a great tackle that time from Justin Reed. He was shot out of a cannon.
Anything on the ground, the Chiefs are on it. Anything on the ground.
And we get some movement. There's a flag. This kick does not count.
What was this again? Delay a game?
Looked like from the overhead, it looked like the offensive right side of the Chiefs line just moves.
Ball start by the snapper on the offense.
Oh, by the snap. How would a snapper fall starting? That's crazy. And he makes it.
Threw it in there, and it's good. Looked like it was fading, but he turned
At this point, we're not hitting the panic button. You know what I mean? You're not comfortable down 10 zip, but it's Patrick Mahomes. But once again, all over him. Kansas City lost this game the moment they stopped making the Eagles worry about the run. There was no play actions. They weren't consistent. I think there was like 3 carries in the first half, 4 carries in the second, for a total of 7 carries in the entire Super Bowl. It was just, the Eagles did not have to worry about the ground game, and they were able to pin their ears back and go on a mission. You know what I'm saying?
2nd and 14, 4-man rush.
You're not going to pull it. Look. Mahomes dancing again. 24 passing yards.
This time it's Jalix.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. 3rd and 16. Mahomes, just don't make it worse.
Firing, intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
Don't make it worse.
DeJean is in. Touchdown.
Patrick, one of the best in the world. They're just trying to get him.
GG's.
To buy a little time, and
I say it in every video.
Coming to the left, but he loses.
Can't throw a
track
pick
of
six.
DeJean as he kind of
Cannot throw a pick six in the playoffs. You're automatically gonna lose. I've seen it. Like, Tom Brady's the only person that proved that theory wrong. You throw a pick six in the playoffs, you're not winning that game. And the moment Mahomes, I don't know what Mahomes sees, like at that situation down 10-0, and this is regular season Mahomes like behavior, right? This is forgetting what stage you're on. This is the dude that we're so accustomed to making big plays and big moments. Like, we've seen Mahomes pull a rabbit out his ass here. Like 3rd and 16, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12. Mahomes scrambles down the sideline and finds a way to get the first. Or Mahomes throws across the field and finds a wide open Travis Kelce. We've seen this time and time again. He brings the same regular season mindset into this Super Bowl because he thinks to himself, I have to win the game right now. It's a 4-quarter game. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there. You don't compile it and make it worse. In this situation, not only did Mahomes make the game worse, he basically ended it with a pick six.
Oh, they're just trying to get him out of the pocket to buy a little time.
And it's tough.
And he sees the crossing route coming to the left, but he loses track of the Gene. As he kind of falls back and reads Patrick Eyes, you can see the break. And this young stud,
boys don't play corner.
Gene, another rookie making a huge impact.
Rookie getting a pick six in the Super Bowl.
3rd and 9. 4-man
Boy, oh boy.
Pressure
Now they on his ass. Now that offense comes right back out.
Sacked again.
Just destroyed him.
For Philadelphia.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Here's Barkley, who's been so quiet this time up the middle for a big game. And I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but this feels like a monumental drive in the game.
They haven't been able to do much today against this very formidable, tough Chiefs defense.
1st and 20. Hurts can't find anyone. Now pressure, tripped up, nearly dropped the ball, and gets taken down. George Karlaftis got a hand on him here. Hurts here. And whoa, high, incomplete. Just fired a rocket there to Barkley. And we get penalty flag.
This was a ridiculous penalty. This one broke the back of the Chiefs.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 32.
2nd and 26, and you commit a personal foul. Get off my field. No!
15-yard
He
penalty.
hit Saquon a little late.
Like, you know Saquon don't have the ball, bro.
Not much there.
But that's frustration. Selling out because you mad you getting your ass beat. It's 17 zip. Now we're going to make it work. Oh, no, not on this play.
A.J. Brown was the intended receiver, and the Chiefs
and listen,
like gotten a big stop.
Jalen Hurts didn't have to be prolific. He did what he had to do.
Here's Mahomes.
Because the Chiefs' defense is still good.
It's intercepted again. This time it's Zach Bond, and the Eagles are set up inside the 10.
Little pressure here.
And I'm just going to keep it honest. The O-line was getting their ass beat the entire game. Like, this is last time the O-line looked this bad, the Chiefs were going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We know what caused this pick. Look at this. Mahomes thinks he's Gucci dropping back in the pocket. His left tackle basically gets bull rushed right into him as he's throwing a pass across the field, and it just throws off the trajectory of the ball, which makes it a little behind. Linebacker already playing off the quarterback anyway. An easy diving pick for middle linebacker. Like, I mean, come on. Linebacker's getting in toes.
Here. Tooney steps on.
Took all the zip
Patrick
off.
And Vaughn, outstretched arms. Wow. He's done his best to hang in there, but again, not his natural position in the pros.
AJ.
Lets it go.
AJ.
Eagles.
A.J. Brown coming across the field, uncovered. Hurts finds him with a nice throw right in front of.
I have no idea what kind of coverage were the Chiefs playing on that play, but I mean, this is A.J. Brown. This is A.J. Brown, and this is the red zone. I'm not playing no coverage, no zone coverage when you got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on offense with Saquon Barkley. Zone? Why is A.J. Brown this wide open for an easy go-ahead touchdown?
1 foot in front of his numbers, Bolton, the closest guy in
Super Bowl
coverage.
eventually goes up to 24-0 at this moment, and it was over. It was over at 24. Chiefs didn't even get to 24.
3rd and 11. Mahomes steps away from pressure again. Throws across his body. Has a man, and Hopkins can't come up with it. Oh, he was wide open. And now it's a punting situation with 34 seconds.
Horrible drop by DeAndre Hopkins, and I felt sorry for D-Hop too, because a previous interview was like, yo, they traded me away from peanuts, basically trading him away for nothing. He, in my opinion, D-Hop is a Hall of Famer, but this is the biggest stage of his career. And it's just an inexcusable drop. Your quarterback needs help. It's 3rd and 11. Honestly, I think if D-Hop catches that, he possibly hits his head on the goalpost because nobody was there. Nobody. I mean, we're talking about defenders, what, 13 yards behind him? there's no one in front of him at all. D-Hop is as open as you could possibly want to be in the Super Bowl. And that's the one he drops? We've seen D-Hop make some one-handed catches with coverage all over him. Some Hail Mary catches back to his years with Kyler Murray over the Bills, where he's essentially catching a 60-yard touchdown on top of 3 defenders. This is the one that he drops. It goes to show you the kind of night that the Chiefs were having. Not all on D-Hop, but yeah, you got to help your quarterback out, bro. That would have been points. That's at least a field goal. That's at least a field goal. Instead, you get nothing and you're punting it. Second half down 24-zip. The Chiefs are going to figure something out, right? It's the second half. Everybody's going to the bathroom. Coaches now.
Pressured again. Mahomes dropped again. 4th sack of the game for Philadelphia. Jordan Davis that time.
Without blitzing, 7 of 15. Patrick Mahomes, 7 of 15, 41 yards, 2 picks.
Mahomes pressured again. Sack number 5. 3rd and 17. Mahomes. No one's open. Sweat chasing him again. Mahomes is still on his feet. Look at this run by Mahomes. He's going to come up well short. That was a great effort.
And typically the Chiefs are one of those teams that, like, even during the halftime, you would say, like, they will make those adjustments where they're definitely coming out of halftime putting points up on the board. It doesn't matter what you were doing in the first half. You're going to figure them out. Didn't happen.
Coming. Hurts in trouble. Senses it. He's going to run for a first down and a lot more. Hurts sliding out across the 40. His 6th sense kicked in there as he was about to be hit, and he turned it into a 16-yard run.
And we saw him a lot in the year, KB, you and I. Took great care of the football. He's going to need to continue to do that here in the second half.
Barkley up the middle. Barkley finally breaks one. He's got a first down inside the 45. He goes his longest of the day.
Giants really let this man walk for free, bro. And he walked right into a championship. Jalen again, getting loose.
Jalen Hurts down to the 25. Well, that's his answer to the all-out blitz. Just run it right up the gut.
Wow.
Jalen was locked in. Can't even front.
Looking deep.
Solid pocket.
Now it's going to flow one for Barkley, who hangs on. Falling backwards down to the 4.
This was disgusting work. This was disgusting work. I'm like, are we looking at 31 to zip?
No one's open. Hurts going to try one in there, and it's caught, but he's out of bounds as Devontae Smith was out of play, and so they'll send on the field goal unit with Jake Elliott. High snap, Elliott drills it right through. 27-0.
To buy a little bit of time, but nothing there as he moves.
The Chiefs had only lost 2 games all regular season. I don't really count the Denver loss because the starters didn't play, but Mahomes only lost 1 game all year. And to be found in a situation where you're down 27 to zip, and this is arguably only your 2nd loss, you picked the worst night to have essentially the worst game of your career. You just chose the wrong night to play this bad, bro. This doesn't make any sense. But credit to the Eagles for putting on. I mean, they flat out just beat this kid's ass, bro. I'm just
up into the pocket.
This time they roll Mahomes.
Moving the pocket.
Has a completion and a first down.
Chiefs are trying everything here, man.
Has his first catch.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter, Mahomes has 50 passing yards. 52.
Pressure again in Mahomes' face. Steps away somehow. Penalty flag, though, back behind the line. Mahomes dancing around. Still on his feet. Look at Mahomes. Wow. Got a first down. What an effort. Ball comes out. And they stay with it to the Chiefs, but now we'll see the penalty.
Doesn't know there's a holding.
Offense number 74. Penalty is 10 yards from the previous spot.
Can we say we're surprised?
Brandon Graham.
I mean, that was blatant.
Bear hugs him, but as Patrick escapes, he's just holding on to that ball, doing everything he can to allow his guys down the field to get open.
Mahomes right over the middle, wide open for the first completion at Kelsey, but he's short of a first down.
First completion at Kelsey.
Mahomes, far side of the field. It is knocked
Another
away.
bad pass. That pass was behind D-Hop. That pass was behind D-Hop. That's not on D-Hop. That one was on Mahomes as well. Eagles get the ball back. Play action at this point. Oh, indeed. Davante.
Touchdown.
Bombs away. Bombs away.
Wow.
Phillies up 34-0.
Devontae Smith, everyone thinks Saquon's getting the ball. Hurts again, has all the time in the world, and he makes the throw of his life. Jalen Watson. Smith beats him. One of the unselfish receivers in the NFL with maybe what could be the dagger today for this Eagles offense and this Chiefs defense.
Wow. Everyone in the world thought they were going to run. Here's Mahomes. Loading it up. Got to take a shot. Has Worthy open. He's got it. Worthy, a big play. And the first one for the Chiefs all day, and they're finally in Eagles territory. Mahomes dancing around, thinking about running, going to run. A little shovel. Oh, beauty. Kelsey's got it for a first down. A shuttle behind him wide on, and that'll keep the drive on going.
You still want to
So crazy, down 34 points, and that's when the offense gets past the 50. That looks like it could have been holding up the muscle.
Racing away from him. Throws on the run across his body. It is caught for the touchdown. Worthy.
That was a crazy touchdown. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. That touchdown was pretty impressive, bro. Too little, too late. Had Juju.
Kelsey, the intended receiver. Hurts the throw. Gets it out
and credit to the Eagles.
Gets a good block from
they weren't going to let the Chiefs back in this game. Not to mention there wasn't going to be no comeback. But the Eagles didn't care about them 6 points, them little funky 6 points.
Backpedals, throws. A.J. Brown beats the blitz and beats McDuffie for a first down.
We're going to do what we've been doing this whole game, driving it.
Brown's got a touchdown today. That's his.
Developing these offensive linemen as they happen to the best unit in the league.
Hurts running away, going to take it himself. Gets by.
Gets the first. Oh, wow.
Bounds, he's got a first down and then some. Only Eagles quarterback to play in 2 Super Bowls. Third down here. They're just going to run to Barkley. And again, just swarmed by the Chiefs.
And this is what we've been asking of Lamar, Josh, Joe Burrow, as we're looking at a 37-6 Super Bowl score.
We'll never buy another cheesesteak again, I promise you that. So here's Mahomes. What's he got left? Pressure again.
Oh my God. They killed Mahomes. Oh my God, I didn't see that sack. Oh, nah, look at this. Look at the arm, look at his head. Oh, they killed Mahomes.
Plays that this team just does not give up, but you get in these situations and you get a little bit
It didn't look that bad live.
With only 9 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock, and
jeez,
this is what happens with this defense. We've seen it all year. We're seeing it tonight.
Jeez.
Straight give Barkley in trouble in the backfield. Barkley fighting through tackles, but not going to get anywhere there as Wharton is there. We make it a 5-possession game. Elliott, kick is up. It is drilled. It's good.
40-6.
They obviously have a great dynasty.
Here's Worthy. He's got another first down too.
And essentially everything here is garbage yards.
Anyone in the NFL.
You know, empty calories. Chiefs just trying to save some type of face.
Left in this game.
Everybody already knows the Super Bowl is over. You're down 34 points in the fourth quarter.
Gets rid of it, throws it, and completes it for first down. Hollywood Brown has it. Out around the 11-yard
Eagles essentially got backups on the field. Why risk any injuries? Eagles are essentially playing the Pro Bowl right now.
Throws corner. It is caught for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins hauls it in. You guys did all right. They're going to go for 2 here.
Bittersweet for D-Hop.
Mahomes rolling, pressure, throws, and it's caught, but there's a penalty flag. Watson has it for now for the 2. Chiefs will go onside kick here. Leo Chanel is kicking it, actually, and the ball is out there, and it's still on the ground. Who's got it? Find out. How about Leo Chanel doing the kick? Dave Toe pulling some out of the bag, and the Eagles have it, so they'll take over with 2:52 to go. Eagles just looking to wrap it up. Kenny Pickett in at a quarterback on 4th down. He's going to throw it, and it's incomplete.
Almost got Kenny Pickett in the Super Bowl.
Mahomes still in the game. Back to throw. Loading up, going to take a shot for Worthy deep down the field. He's
my gosh!
Wow!
Whoa!
Xavier Worthy with the long touchdown.
That's how they got to 21? How far was that?
Mahomes still in the game.
That's from the 40.
Loading up, going to take a shot for Worthy deep
That's
down
a
the field.
60-yard bomb.
Wow!
But don't matter.
Worthy with the long touchdown from Mahomes.
One hell of a throw. That's a 60-yard bomb.
Great throw by Patrick.
50-yard completion, but Mahomes threw for 60. Who are these guys that are in?
There. But Patrick doesn't care. He's going out there to compete. A little time to throw. He knows where that speed is and drops one in the bucket.
Yeah, he did.
What a throw.
Worthy had the best night of all the Chiefs.
Throw it, and Hopkins comes down with it for the 2-point conversion.
Wouldn't be surprised if they have more chances getting back here.
Little onside kick recovered by the Eagles, and
that's it.
Will do it.
Jalen Hurts doesn't even take the game-winning knee.
For the second time, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
Whoa, watch the camera, guys. Camera, guys. We gotta get it.
I gotta respect it. They got their rematch. You know what I mean? They ran into their ops, and you gotta love it because it's so sweet. Like, it would have been cool if the Eagles played somebody else, but it was special considering the fact that they played the same guy that took a ring away from them just 2 years ago, and they came and ended another three-peat. They ended the Chiefs' dynasty. This is a new era in which we now have to elevate Jalen Hurts. I don't know where we had him on the list before, top 10, top 5. If you ask me, he goes above Lamar. He goes above Josh and Joe. He won a Super Bowl. And not only did he win the Super Bowl, he beat the man that he needed to beat. What did they say? Like in order to be the man, you gotta beat the man. He beat the bricks off that man. Let's just keep it a bean. Like 40-22 is being kind. 40-22 is being kind. What were we looking at a point? This is what we were looking at a point. 27-zip. Where the Chiefs just got fraud checked. Honestly, this is a fraud checking kind of ass whooping. Mismatch, looks ill prepared, but Philadelphia was just more dominant. We saw this in the NFC title game against the Commanders where they hung up 50, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, shoot, that's the Commanders. There's no way they're gonna blow up the Chiefs. And they did. Congratulations to the Eagles winning your second championship, making it to your second Super Bowl. I mean, this is your third Super Bowl in the span of like 7 years. You guys clearly got something going on, and you guys are relatively young. There's no doubt in my mind you guys are gonna, if you guys remain healthy, you'll be back here again, competing against the same teams. I think it's really going into next year. Detroit is still gonna be around. San Francisco probably has to move a couple of pieces, but right now the team to beat, the who's who, belongs to the Philadelphia Eagles, bro. So you Philly fans, to address you guys, shout out to my boy JR, who's been my Eagles rival since the beginning of time. Your team has done it. I can't take anything away. You proclaimed this since the season started. You knew the Eagles would eventually end up in the Super Bowl, and you guys won it all in a dominating fashion, in which I didn't even think, even if y'all did win, because I kind of wanted you guys to win in a sense, I didn't see it being this nasty. I didn't see it being like, we were waiting for Patrick Mahomes to fight back. We're talking about he didn't pass the 50-yard line till the third quarter, only had 20 yards passing at half. I didn't think y'all could do that to him. Nonetheless, congratulations, Philadelphia Eagles. Enjoy this championship. What a time to be alive. This is the Eagles era of football as the Kansas City Chiefs dynasty. It's over. I'm gonna holler at you guys next video. Appreciate everyone that's watched my videos all throughout the season. Everybody that's left a comment, everybody that's left a like. Even if you disagreed with my opinion, I've always appreciated the interaction, because that's what I want to base my channel off of, debates. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna talk my shit, talk your shit, and we're gonna see who's right at the end. And at the end of the day, Eagle fans, A lot of y'all saw this coming. I'm going. I did it. I did it. Most importantly, the Eagles did it.